Good morning, afternoon, evening, night, Random County. This is another episode of the Random and Roulette podcast. I am your host, the third in a pair of socks, and I'm joined here with...
The what the fuck now?
That's the voice of Spooky Suki.
What now? What did you just say?
The third in a pair of socks.
The third in a pair of socks?
Yes.
Sir, I don't think you know how a pair of socks works. A pair means two, sir.
Yeah, but I'm the third in a pair of socks.
Nope.
No, you never have you're doing laundry and you find one that's just like by himself and you don't want him to feel lonely, so just put him with the pair that's similar.
No, because none of my socks are similar.
No.
They're all different colors.
You have bougie socks as well as all your other bougie stuff.
I mean, they're like the colored, when I do wear socks. They're like the colored, not ankle socks, because that's too low. Tube socks? No, that's really high.
Yeah, tube socks are like the big ones. You're thinking crew?
Crew socks, there we go. And they're all different colors, because I have like pink and lavender. I have actually two lavender pairs, and then I have I just recently bought a black pair and a brown pair, and they're so fucking soft.
There are a few better feelings than a pair of like brand new socks.
Oh god, yeah.
It's like that, like a brand new hoodie. Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah, like where it still has like its nice soft fuzziness on the inside and not trash.
I only have one hoodie that is like it's I mean, if you didn't know that I'm a nerd, but I actually have the Canon specific N7 hoodie from Mass Effect. It was actually a downloadable content for Mass Effect 3 where you can have Shepard wear a hoodie. I actually have that hoodie like in real life. And it's like the best hoodie I've ever had. I love it.
Nerd.
And like it maintained its softness, like, and I've had that thing for years.
Apparently there's a like potion recipe that can restore the softness to your t-shirts and your hoodies and stuff. But I cannot recall what it is. I think it's like baking soda or something or another soak.
I know you can make like your standard t-shirts like feel like vintage tees by soaking them in salt water and then washing them.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Cool. There's also a way to make them unshrunk. You like roll it up.
What?
You you soak your t-shirt in something and then you like roll it for like an hour or something, and then you unroll it and then roll it the other way, and it like stretches it back out to normal size.
I didn't know t-shirts shrink though. That usually they're knit, so they're pre-shrunk. And
different things shrink, sir. There are things that shrink.
Also, you probably
like this shirt that I'm wearing
buy the bougie stuff. Like even your t-shirts are fancy.
This shirt was a long sleeve.
Oh,
last
really?
time I wore it.
It's like a 3/4 now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like the way that like it fits, it feels like it's natural.
It still looks fine.
Yeah.
Like it's not that big of a deal. But like even this part, I've been working this out all day. 'Cause it, like
the tie in the front.
It's sprung back into smallness.
You're looking like Jasmine from Aladdin, with your poofy sleeves.
I was going for like a clean linen because I base these days. I've been basing my outfits off of what sniff I'm going to wear. So this was like my clean linen sniff.
I see.
For the day. This is also the same. My shirt that's the same color. That's a long sleeve. That's really soft. That one I use for when I'm gonna wear my rain sniff. So like I do this all the time. Like I base my outfit off of what scent I want to wear, or I base my scent off of what I'm wearing already, or something or the other. Like they always just go together. Or like my makeup that I want to use. That's just how I decide what I'm wearing for the day.
Like I feel like the biggest goddamn slob now. It's like I just roll out of bed, brush my teeth, put on some Old Spice, and let's go.
Yeah, like it's either the three components are outfits, sniff, and makeup. That's the only three components I base things off of.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love playing dress up.
Yeah, we don't do it that much. We should do it more often. Yeah. We do every once in a while.
No, there's that one time when it was before we did the androgynous fashion episode.
Oh yeah,
so it's like, dude, we're just gonna dress in the nines. Let's go.
Yeah, that's when awesome. I wore my wig. That was great. Oh, the lovely barista lady finally put two and two together that was me when I went there we went there that Friday, and I was wearing the wig. And
Oh.
then not
Yeah.
this time that I went in there, but the last time I went in there, she was like, "There's another girl that looks just like you, but has shorter hair." And I was like,
That was me.
"That was me."
Which apparently I embarrassed her at the O and didn't know. I don't believe it was me.
How drunk were you last night?
Okay,
sir?
if I'm at the... Well, no, it wasn't last night. It couldn't have been
wasn't last
night. I didn't run into anyone last night.
She said it was last night.
Oh, well, then it was not me.
She said it was you. She was pretty certain it was you.
There's no way.
She was really adamant. Because I was like, maybe it wasn't him, and she was like, no, it was him. I swear.
No, I didn't run into anyone that I didn't recognize last night because I was. We kind of like bar hopped. Like we started at District, went to the Cigar Bar, which we need to talk about the Cigar Bar in a little bit, but
Okay.
and then went back to the District, went to the O, went to the Mint, went to the Harbor, went back to the O.
No one heard
Dude,
that.
I was on some type of vibe last night. It was amazing. I was like, "Hey, hop in my car, let's go." I'm like, "Sweet."
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. She was pretty adamant about you were out and about being a shitbag, so that doesn't surprise me.
It's not out of my character.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, yeah, that sounds like
Okay,
it.
don't get me wrong. I enjoy being annoying, but I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Well, I don't think she was embarrassed about it. She
Okay.
seemed like she had a good laugh about it. We had a good laugh about it together.
But
She's so nice. I'm like,
pretty sure it wasn't me.
I don't know. She said, "Your friend with the glasses," and I was like, "There's only one bastard that I've taken here that has the glasses and would be a shitbag." So I don't know. I think it was you.
She didn't. She didn't like.
She might have not like approached you. She might have just been like in a group
Maybe.
because it didn't sound like she had actually like talked to you. So she was probably just there, saw you, heard you say, "Where's the college girls at?" And then that was it. That was the end of the interaction. She is quite a lovely lady, though.
She seemed pretty cool. I mean,
she always remembers me, which is insane.
was it the short one?
Yeah, it was the short one
Okay.
with the dark curly hair.
Yeah.
Always super nice. I don't know.
Yeah, which, for those of you that don't know, we're talking about Fender's, the new coffee shop.
Yeah, the new coffee shop. They now have their liquor license.
Yeah, I saw they have a whole shelf of
So
booze.
we'll
I'm
have
like,
to go there and get absolutely trashed.
no, and I do like how they have just like flat black walls and ceilings. Like,
Yeah.
like that whole place is a
Yeah,
vibe.
it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
All right. Let's see. What did I have to talk? I didn't even open my book yet. Oh yeah, my new book is up there. I'll have to show you that later.
Oh, did you finally get?
I got a new one.
Yeah. I still get emails from Notebook Therapy with all their stuff.
I really do enjoy their stuff, and I like the feel of paper is really important to me. And so I went and got my new chair ordered from Eeks, and the guy printed out a receipt for me. He like used the copy machine to copy a thing that I signed or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, this paper is so nice." My husband looked at me like I was a fucking nutcase.
Well, I mean,
But like, as a graphic designer, paper is so important. So here's a lovely fun fact for you about pearlescent paper. So pearlescent paper is actually made out of crushed fish scales.
oh really?
So if you get it like a little bit wet, it'll smell like fish. So there you go. Pro tip on pearlescent paper. Don't get it fucking wet.
I mean, just in the office space that I work in, I mean, we just have just standard cardstock, and just printer paper, and a lot of the art stuff I did was always like print media. So like I did like t-shirt printing. So I'm not into the different
You're
papers.
not into paper?
Yeah. A lot of my art was three-dimensional.
I am really into paper. There's so many like lovely types of paper. Like so many with like pressed flowers and leaves in them. Oh my fuck. But no, there is like certain types of paper that just like feel so much nicer than just like normal paper. It's hard to explain, but yeah, like these books have like the nice.
Yeah. Okay,
Paper.
so which is the better smell, old books or new books?
How new are the books?
Like brand new, like hot off the press. Like you go into a book.
Yeah,
like
that
what
smells
Barnes
dope.
and Noble smells like.
That smells really good. But old books also have a nice scent to them, as long as they're all collectively together. Because some of them don't smell good.
No, if they've been like in a house where like, someone smokes, or if they're
or like mildewy or stuff like that.
But like an old school like used bookstore.
Yeah, that's nice. Even like a new bookstore, like books just smell good most of the time. Did you know? Here's another lovely fun fact for you.
We're just going deep. Let's go.
In the Harvard Library, there is at least 3 books that are
bound in human skin.
Yeah, and they know one of them, like who the person is because of a note that was left in the book, so they know whose fucking skin it is. So it's like, ooh, those ones probably don't smell good. I'm guessing, unless they did it properly.
I mean, well, because I would assume they, it's not just human skin. I'm sure it was like leathered, like it was tanned.
Yeah.
Then leather is a good sniff, right?
Yeah, but human leather probably has a different smell to it, and it probably isn't good. I'm gonna guess.
Also, okay, so to bind a book in leather, not necessarily just human, you need quite a bit of surface area, right?
Yeah, because it shrinks.
So, yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what part of the human body has enough skin. It's someone's ass, isn't it?
No, it could be like your chest area of a man, probably. It could be lady skin. I don't know.
Ladies got skin too,
I
right?
didn't read that much into it to see if it was a male skin or a lady skin.
Okay, so mark that down. Let's do that one for Spooky, because that sounds like something awesome to research.
I don't know if I want to.
I'll write it down.
Okay, fine. I'll put it on the dictate list. So we actually have a guest in the studio today.
A little bit of peanut gallery.
We have Shmanda with us. Since you're here listening to this, are you going to listen to it again later?
Yeah, I'll probably listen to Friday probably.
Wee. Oh yeah, that's another thing. We have over 300 downloads now.
Hell yeah.
So that's really exciting for us. We'll probably drink some more tonight.
We will drink 300 beers in honor of our 300
Jesus
listeners.
Christ.
Oh, did I send that to you?
I forgot what I was doing.
Where you're adding a human leather book to the Spooky. Trish, why? Terminators sent me a snap. Well, we'll dive into it later.
Okay, there we go. Done. Did you start the timer? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What were you on about?
I literally just lost my train of thought. So I'm going to go back to the cigar bar that I know I kind of dog-eared a little bit ago.
Okay.
So the cigar bar is actually, it's pretty awesome. Their humidor right now is pretty small, but the owner, he can pretty much get whatever you want. You can actually become a member there, and if you are a cigar smoker, you can store your own cigars in a private humidor, which is kind of rad. They do have a whole liquor license, so they have a bunch of whiskeys. And they have a spiral staircase that leads to the roof. So
I was wondering if they were going to open up the roof.
Yeah, so they have a whole rooftop patio thing that's just awesome.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
We were heckling some dude that was trying to parallel park down below.
Good God.
You got it, buddy.
You hecklers.
But yeah, the cigar bar is a pretty good vibe. I ran into Bam Bam and Anti Karen last night. That's
nice.
why I ended up there,
Right.
and that's why I was able to get the posters. There's now one in the harbor and one at the O.
Yeah, we're hoping to have a good turnout this year. Otherwise, we might not be able to have one next year.
I was talking to Bam Bam, and yeah, he definitely wants to make it like a regular occurrence thing, to kick off fall.
Yeah, it's definitely our vibe.
Yeah.
Speaking of music things, so on my list of stuff to get, I'm going to get the mid-tier Pro Tools.
Oh, the whole mixing, mastering software.
Yeah. And it has it has tracks in it already, so you can work off of those tracks and such and such.
Oh, like
It's actually just like
basic like drum beats or like actual like
yeah,
riffs?
like it's better than GarageBand, but we'll keep using GarageBand for this. But it's $200 a year.
You mind keeping it down over there?
Fuck.
Shut that can up.
Yeah, so it's $200 a year.
Oh, I didn't know it was like. Well, I guess all software is licensed now.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Which I think is not that bad, but
no, like
I guess
especially
we'll
as
see
much
in a
as you would
couple of
use
years.
it. Yeah.
And then I'm also getting a pair of mixing headphones and headphones for this, I guess, because I'll use them for this.
Yeah, just like your bougie mic.
It's going to be DT 770s. What did I say earlier? Can't even fucking remember.
BT. That sounds right. The Sennheisers.
No,
They're not
are
Sennheisers.
Bear Dynamics.
Oh.
DT 700 Pro X close back. I actually don't like open backed. I don't know if you have ever like kind of dabbled in headphone things, but I don't like open backed ones. They drive me nuts.
Yeah. My daily drivers, they're Skull Candy Crushers, ANC. And the ANC is active noise canceling. So you can turn that on and off. So what it does is it basically there's a microphone on the outside that reverses what it what it hears.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it cancels noise. The wave over the top of itself cancels it out. There's also when you turn it off, it's called ambient mode where it's like an open back. So you can hear everything outside.
Yeah. See, my Samsung BTS buds have that, and that was really nice when I worked in an office. But I have no fucking use for that anymore because I don't work in an office. But yeah, like I tried a pair of open back headphones in a Guitar Center or something, and I was like, I hate this. This is awful. I don't like this. There's just so much leaking out and so much coming in from the outside. So I am only closebacks.
I don't know. It kind of depends on like what I'm doing. Like here in this, like I need like circumaural like noise canceling, like something like very like because kind of focused on what I'm hearing, what I'm listening to. At work, I also have big circumaural headphones, but I usually leave one cup off because I got to be able to hear everybody.
People. I don't think open backs would be good in that kind of environment, anyways, because your sound leaks out.
Well,
it just comes out. Like there's nothing stopping it from.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't see unless you had like a super soundproof place without any air conditioning or without any outside noise. Those things are absolutely useless.
Well, there are times where like I need like some type of noise. There was one time where I forgot my earbuds at the gym, and I was using my big headphones. Like when I'm rowing, like I need to be able to hear the machine because that helps with rhythm.
Yeah,
and like if everything's like completely blocked out, it's like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like it's situational, but like my go-to is something that's very like noise canceling, like isolating. Like I'm here, like. Because most of it is to get rid of like distraction, and to fill system idle processes like in my brain. It's like, no, that's right. You don't.
Are you the type that always has to have like something going on?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
I'm pretty sure I have some form of ADD.
Yeah, my husband is the same way. He always has to be doing something, or he's asleep. And it's just like the craziest fucking shit to me because I can sit there and do nothing for hours, and I will be perfectly pleased about it. Like, I don't know. I don't have that in me where I constantly have to be doing something.
Not necessarily. So my oldest brother, part of his job is he does marriage counseling, and part of marriage counseling is like understanding that, oh yes, you're the same, but you're different.
Yeah.
And he always describes women as spaghetti because they can connect a bunch of things like together, and it makes sense to them. Like their mess like makes sense to them. Whereas as men are waffles, we're very compartmentalized. Like we have this box, and this box doesn't touch that box, and we do one thing at a time. In general,
Yeah.
But there's also a nothing box. And sometimes just like I've definitely done that before. I just sat and just like thought in this empty head, like it's kind of weird form of like meditation. But
no, like he can't do that.
Really?
He always has to be doing something.
Oh.
And if, like, something is not enough, then he has to add another thing, which is insane to me.
Yeah. Like, I can't do just one thing at once. Like when I'm doing this, that's why I have a drink, because I just need something else to do.
No, like, I can do one thing for fucking hours and be perfectly fine with it, or do nothing for hours and be perfectly fine
Or
with
like,
it.
even, like, when I'm playing video games, like, I'll have, like, a YouTube video going.
No,
Like,
I can't.
like,
Kid,
I
no.
can't.
No, that is too fucking much. Because I like to, like, focus on one thing at a time. So if I'm, like, focusing on one thing and something else is going, I'll be like, I don't even know what's going on over there anyways. Like, none of that matters. So it's like, why even bother?
Yeah. New kid, he actually has, like, diagnosed ADD,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
it is
He was
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, he was saying that he has to have, like,
No.
three or four things going on at the same time. And I was like, how do you do that? But, like, that's just how his brain works.
No,
and it's
well, I think
fun.
I'm pretty sure we've actually talked about it on the podcast, where it's like, okay, if I distract myself with everything, nothing can distract me, and I can focus on what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, which actually kind of makes sense. Supermax also has, like, a similar form of ADD, which, I mean, I just find it absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, all of my shit's, like, undiagnosed, so I have no idea, but I probably have some
I
kind of
don't-
mild form of autism.
I
sure.
don't think I have any of that stuff. Just because of, like, how people talk about him, like, no. I don't think so. I just don't. Sometimes I just don't feel like doing shit. And then it makes it harder to do it. But I think that's just like being overwhelmed.
Well, yeah, no, that's gonna be because you're burnout, maybe.
It's almost like I do too many things at once, but I can't stop doing any of them. Yeah, probably. But me. Oh yes, so oh shit, there was something I was gonna write down to talk about. Now I forgot what it was. Anyway, there will be no episode next week because I will be in the lovely state of Virginia.
Oh yeah, you got a rock show to go to.
Yeah, we're leaving Tuesday, and I haven't even fucking thought about what's
Oh,
back.
like in 3 days, Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. We're leaving Tuesday after I have my singing lessons. We're leaving at 5:30. And I don't have a single thing packed.
Are you guys driving?
Yeah.
What are you
I think we're
driving?
taking the derp.
The derp.
The orange derp. And my license is expired. Remember we found that out last week at the booze store? She was like, hey, your license, it's expired. And I was like,
Do you have a passport?
No, I don't know if it's expired. I do have a passport, but it has the wrong name on it.
Oh.
So I can't use that either.
I was gonna say because like a passport's good for 10 years, I think.
Yeah, I
And
know.
it's-
I changed my name, so it is null and void now.
Oh.
So I'm quite kind of illegal sometimes. But most places will take it anyways because it has your birth
Yeah.
date on it, so it's
Well,
not that big of a
yeah.
deal. But I'm not supposed to drive a car, but I'm going to do it anyways. And no one can stop me. But yeah, we are going to Virginia. It's a speedway.
What the hell?
Raceway.
Wait, there's a bunch of racetracks in Virginia.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Is it North Wilkesboro?
No, it doesn't have
I
a
think
name
it's
like
North
that.
Carolina.
It's just like Virginia International Raceway or something.
Richmond?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. You're just saying things.
No,
They don't.
Richmond is a city in Virginia.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm just going.
Oh. But like the concert's like at the racetrack?
Yeah,
That's dope as hell.
yeah. We're tent camping there,
Yeah.
so that'll be super cool. I'll go see if I can. They'll let me wander around the racetrack. That might be kind of dope. But yeah, once you go there, you can't leave. So you have to do everything there. There's like a little store and shit.
Oh, the peanut gallery just had a what the fuck look.
What? What's the problem, madam?
Reminds me of Woodstock. You can't leave.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, that's another topic we need to do at some point. is
Oh, Woodstock? Yeah.
Woodstock 99. The horrific one.
Oh. You want to be on that one?
Shmanda says no. But yeah.
Not like the OG where like the OG is its own.
I mean,
like,
we could
wild
just do
story.
Woodstock in
Okay.
general. I don't know what that category that goes under, but we'll decide later. But yes, we are going, and there's going to be a shit ton of bands. that
Yeah,
I
it's a whole, like,
like.
festival.
It is like almost all of the bands that I like, except for water parks.
No, I thought Bad Omens is going to be there, right?
Yep, Bad Omens.
Yeah, and you just saw them in Council Bluffs a couple weeks
They're
ago.
fucking dope.
I actually kind of want to see them.
They are really good. That guy's voice is just
It's insane.
fucking phenomenal. I cannot believe that comes out of his face.
It's like, how do you, as you know, like as a male with like your voice, have a powerful falsetto? I don't understand.
Oh yeah,
it.
absolutely amazing. And then his lows pack a punch.
Yeah.
And his scream is just, I don't even know how to describe that because it's so good. So yeah, we're seeing them. Pierce the Veil is going to be there, and they just dropped a new song, which is awesome. It's very like old school. If you haven't listened to it, it's really great.
Old school in what way? Like old school Pierce the Veil, like specifically, or
No,
like,
old school like punk stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll have.
okay. Also, what old school is what's old school punk to
No,
you?
just shut the fuck up.
The
now.
2000s or is
Stop
it like
it.
1990s?
Stop it. I'll play it for you after the show. And
Yeah,
you can, Sleeping with Sirens is going to be there. They just dropped a new album not that long ago, which is awesome.
I thought you saw them too.
I have seen them, but
Well, no,
it
like
was-
recently.
No, not recently. It's been a couple of years since I've seen them. He's also like crazy amazing with his voice. And Motionless in White is going to be there, and then Black Veil Brides, and I've seen Black Veil Brides so many times, but I just,
Well, you saw them
Can't
in
stop.
Lincoln last year, didn't you?
oh my god, that show was so amazing because
Well, it was like in the middle of Centennial Mall in Lincoln, right?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
backdrop was the Capitol building.
Yeah.
It's like that's
it
awesome.
was so freaking cool, and I really liked it because they had just recently redone their first album, and so they played all of those old songs, and I was so fucking into it because I love that first album that they put out.
I remember like stumbling across them years ago. I was still living in Kearney. I remember I was in my garage when I first heard the song, and they had this whole like glam rock like vibe. Like in the music video, instead of like singing a microphone, he sung into like a speaker. Like it was all like
Oh,
very-
that was the Legacy music video. Like I know exactly what fucking video it is.
Yeah, like I think the whole music video is like in like a junkyard or something like that.
Oh yeah, and then okay, so we finally get to see fucking Hailstorm.
Yeah. Oh, Izzy Hale is awesome.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
live.
She is just,
Her little brother's a drummer, and
Yeah.
he's like insane.
and she posted a whole bunch of pictures from them when they first started, and she was playing like a guitar and stuff and singing, and they just look like little 90s kids. It was fantastic. Yeah, there's just so many bands, except for Falling in the Reverse dropped out, but like that's kind of whatever. I've seen them, and I like their music is fine. I like their older stuff, but I don't really like that guy that much. But yeah, this is the list of bands
Yeah, that's a lot.
that are going to be there.
That's a lot of words you posted there. It's funny, I'm not gonna read them.
Like there's Disturbed is going to be there. I don't know if I care that much about Disturbed these days. Slipknot's going to be there. I Prevail.
Corey Taylor's actually one of my musical heroes.
Yeah, Black Veil Brides. I'm so excited. Ice Nine Kills is going to be there, but I don't really like them that much. I don't know if you like them.
I don't know if I'm not familiar with their music at all.
They do a lot of like kind of parody stuff, but it's not actually like,
Not like
another
Weird Al.
song. Yeah, it's not like where Weird Al takes another song and does stuff. But he'll do like, I know he did stuff about like all of the old horror movies.
So like damn it, the word for that's like escaping me. It's almost like a commentary on like my brain is not letting me articulate that correctly. But I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of old.
it's like almost like topical. Why am I? No, stop trying. Oh, speaking of music, I came across it's like an Instagram reel where it was Lindsey Sterling, who's another one of my huge like music heroes. And she's like, you know, being herself and like, coming down the stairs. I can't remember what she was all talking about, and she is talking like Amy Lee.
Oh,
And it's like, oh wait, they're collabing and like recently came with somebody together. But like Amy Lee is again another one of my musical heroes. Like she's what got me into female vocalists. But she's like 4 or 5 years older than me, but she's like straight up just like mom now.
Yeah.
Like she's not like the rocker chick she used to be, but I mean she still belts it out. But it's like she's just like mom. It's awesome.
Yeah, we saw Lindsay Sterling when she was hella pregnant. She was like 8 months pregnant and just jumping up on stage, and they actually had to like end her set early because
you're thinking Flyleaf.
Oh, that is not the lady. No, Lindsay Sterling's the violinist. Yeah. What the fuck's her name?
Lacey Sturm.
There we go.
Yeah.
I always get those two confused. Lindsay Sterling's like older now?
Yeah, as time goes by, people age. No, Lindsay Sterling is like, she's slightly younger than me.
Yeah, because she did like a whole bunch of crazy violin stuff for a long time.
Yeah, she also did stuff like I think her huge like breakout hit was the one she did with Lizzie Hale.
Yeah, yep.
Shatter Me.
Yeah, I remember that.
That whole album is fucking fantastic. But yeah, she recently did a thing with Amy Lee.
Where's Amy Lee from?
Evanescence.
Oh, right on. I knew that. See, all of those like ladies from that era just like go meld together because they're all like petite ladies with dark hair.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, which one's which? I don't know. But yeah, that's yeah, they were killers.
Haley Williams, she had red hair.
I mean, they still do stuff.
Yeah.
They're coming out with new stuff pretty soon. Did you know that?
Oh, really? Well, as Paramore or as this Haley
As
Williams?
Paramore.
Really? She got back together. That was like a huge thing.
Yeah. I saw something about that and I was like, oh.
Dang.
So yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know what it'll be like, per se. Because at the end, like the last Paramore album...
I literally only know Riot.
Oh, God. There's a lot of them that were really good, but the last one had like kind of a reggae feel to it.
Nice.
Which was kind of crazy. But I can't remember if that was actually the last one or not.
Well, her solo album was definitely very like mind-altering drugs.
Oh, that's fine.
No, like that album's actually fantastic because it's almost like an exploration of her, like away from the band. Like it's her like discovering herself.
That was also post-divorce.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because she was with that guy for 10 years and then they were married for a year.
Yeah.
I just like I want to know what happened there, but also like that's private business, so that's not really our place. Anyway, should we talk about?
Thanks for coming to our music podcast.
This is because we haven't rolled the fucking, or we haven't spun the goddamn music
because
topic.
I'm pretty sure you forgot to put it on the goddamn
It's
wheel.
been on there the whole time. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, what are you drinking, sir? Your space shit?
Yeah, I'm still working through all my space vibes that I got in KC. I'm rocking a Boulevard. I have the Space Camper 12-pack. Right now I'm sipping on a Nova Flare, and as a backup, I've got the Cosmic IPA.
So what are those? I don't like IPAs, so I don't want to actually try it. But what do they actually taste like, the difference-wise? Do you know?
I haven't had this one yet. So
oh, okay. So you don't know.
But this one is actually like pretty mellow. Like that's the thing is like IPA. It's like, oh yeah, I drink IPA. It's like, oh, you drink red wine. It's like there's a lot. There's a big variation. Between
there's
IPAs.
a lot of difference. There's a lot of difference between any types of the wines, any types of ciders, like anything. You can just be like, I like cider. Well, it's like, what kind of cider do you like? What kind of IPA do you like? What kind of red wine do you like? There's a lot of difference in categories there. Yeah.
Like the Nova Flare, the one that I have open now, it's a West Coast style. So it's actually it's pretty mellow. Like it's not like punch you in the face with hops, as opposed to like a double IPA or just a classic just India Pale Ale where it's all about the hops. You okay over there, buddy?
What are you doing back there?
It's just like a mouse.
I'm like, what is happening? Oh, okay.
You are going through your ciders.
Yeah, so this is actually the first one I've tried out of that pack. It's Blake's Hard Cider, and the slogan is, "From our backyard since 1946," which is a long fucking time. But I'm drinking the apple pie one. I think these are from the Kansas City area. I think I got it from the Kansas City
Oh yeah, we got it that
area thing, but I don't know if it's actually from the Kansas City area. Oh no,
Texas,
Armada. What's MI? Is that Minnesota?
Michigan.
Oh fuck them! I
Minnesota's
hate all
MN.
of those stupid. Fuck them. Anyways,
I hate state abbreviations.
I do. You don't like. There's too many like similar starting states. That's fucking dumb. Anyways.
No, I had a friend way back in college. He got a telemarketing call from someone, and it's like, "Are you this dude that lives at this address?" And like gets to like the state abbreviation, and it clearly is someone from overseas.
So they don't even fucking.
So
know.
it's like New England. It's like New England's not a state, ma'am. Also, no.
Oof. Hey, you over there. Will you get me another cider, please?
Serious?
Yeah.
Where are they at?
If you go like straight across, there's a door, and if you go straight through that door, there's a fridge, and if you open the fridge, it'll be in the drawer. Don't give me the apple pie one though. There's different flavors. Get me a different flavor, please. Thank you. What just flew on you? What was
It was a
that?
piece of lint.
What the fuck? Okay.
It was some
Anyway.
pretty fuzz. Oh, also, hey, you took out your trash. Like, I'm so
Oh,
proud of you.
fuck off.
Dude, my Taco John's cup has been in there for...
I cleaned everything, you bastard.
Did.
Fuck you. Stupid.
Well, it's been a couple
Bullshit.
weeks since it's been down here.
That it has.
Yeah.
So we're to our ad space now, and we're still advertising.
For the rock show, October the 8th.
Those don't have any words in them. They're sparkling. I'm sorry. Oh no.
October the 8th, the District Event Center,
Yep.
downtown Norfolk.
So we'll just go from here on out. We're judging the costume contest, and first prize gets $100.
Yep.
Second prize gets 60, and third place. I almost said fourth for no reason. Third place.
There's no third place. There's fourth place.
Third place gets 40. I think that's what I heard the other night, but I can't remember shit fuck for anything. So. Yep. Tentatively, that's what we're going after, and yeah, we'll be doing the costume contest. So come out and see us. We'll have stickers, and you can buy some of my band merch that I'm gonna make.
Yep.
Eventually.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll definitely have random and roulette stuff. We'll be in the.
Yes. Thank you. This one's called Flannel Mouth. That's fun.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll be in the Disaster Affair booth.
Yep. So we'll be judging the costume contest in between Arcade Radio and Cold Sweat.
Yep. I think there's five bands. And I thought one of them backed out.
No, we have Joe Eckler, we have Disaster Affair, we have Rival Within, we have Arcade Radio, and then we have Cold Sweat.
Yep,
So 5 total bands.
The opener dude, I just forgot his name. But he does
Joe Eckler.
Yeah, he does a whole like one man band thing, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he does like chorus pedaling.
He's a very good opener.
Oh, speaking of people and music and stuff, Fur.
Oh yeah, Fur. Yeah.
Apparently he can fucking shred.
Yeah.
And
I know.
He's looking to like just jam.
I wonder.
I ran into him last night.
Like, I have no way to contact him. Otherwise, I'd be like...
I know. He's one of those people that it's like, he just appears and he's just there.
Otherwise, I'd be like, hey, you want to be in a band? Because you could be my band.
Yeah. Well,
so, I don't know. Next time I see him, I'll ask him. Because we were, like, talking about that last time I saw him. We were having, like, a really in-depth conversation about music, and it was freaking
Fur
amazing.
is one of the most amazing people I've ever met. That dude is insane. And, like, the biggest heart, too. That guy's a legend.
Yeah. Because, like, I want to get... Right now, we're doing a lot of, like, softer punk music, but I want to get into, like, some of the harder stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's what he plays.
Yeah, so that would be perfect. So, one of these days, I'll run into him again and be like, bruh, you should be in our band.
Oh.
But But yes, anyway. Enough about
Black
that.
Cauldron.
The Black Cauldron, which is what we spent last week.
Okay, so,
So-
do we just want to go over synopsis first, or do we want
Yeah,
to go
let's
about... Okay.
do... Oh, what were you going to say the second
Well,
time?
no,
Which
I-
just went off the... Because I
Um,
did more of like some of the background stuff, so I don't know if we want to do that first or get into the plot first.
Let's do synopsis first, and then
What
we
the
can,
fuck does that mean? Is that plot?
Yeah,
I
it's
just
like
call it plot.
go over the movie.
You want to do the plot,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The plot of the... why do they have to make two words for the same fucking thing?
It's called
Sir.
synonyms.
No,
It's like the difference between beige and taupe.
they are different,
Well,
actually.
of course you would, because you're a graphic designer. But however, to the layman,
No, they're still different. One of them has more of a red tint to it.
shut up.
I'm just telling you. All right.
So we open on a little hamlet, and there's like a kind of this old like wizardy dude.
Hamlet. Was that the quote that it started with that I didn't?
No,
Right.
oh no, yeah, it opens with like the Black Cauldron's like, oh yeah, bad stuff happening.
Yeah,
Okay, with
it
Black
opens with like a spooky like woo, bullshit.
Which you're thinking it's like, oh
Yeah. Okay. So like one of the things I had noticed is it goes from like dark to light.
oh
A
Yeah.
lot. Like it switches a lot. Like so it starts with that dark explaining the Black Cauldron
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Then it switches to the light where we are introduced to the wizard guy, which I forgot what his fucking name was. The wizard. He's a fucking wizard. I know he's a wizard.
He has some.
And then the boy, which is Taran.
Yep.
And the piggy. And that's all done in a light sequence.
Yeah.
And then when we get to like where we get to the castle, it's dark again. And then when they get out into the woods, it's light.
Yeah, they escape and then they go back.
Yeah, and then it's dark, and then it's dark until like the witches come and go, and then it's light again.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was something you had noticed. or
No,
not.
I didn't, and actually, yeah, it kind of, I didn't, yeah, it kind of like ebbs and flows. Like
Yeah,
this goes
yeah,
through.
it's very like wee roller coaster. There we go.
So it was done in '85, and like actually the first thing that I noticed was it's all the cell, that was the old style they did Disney animations in, where all the backgrounds are actually like hand painted, and
Yeah.
they're done in layers.
Yeah,
cells.
it's like the lithophane paper stuff.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you basically have like background layers where you have like, skybox is like your furthest away, then you have like trees, and then you have like buildings.
Yeah,
and then you
that
have
was
your
like
characters.
that was like one of the things about older movies is you could always tell what in the scene was going to move because it was less detailed.
Because that was what had to be hand drawn.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
anything that moved was hand drawn, everything
Yeah.
else was static.
Yeah.
But this is before the Disney Renaissance, which started in 1989 with Little Mermaid. That was when they did all busted out with all the musicals,
Yeah.
and then Beauty and the Beast soon after. Basically, the only like real famous Disney movies before this were like Cinderella and Snow White. So I think that was Snow White the first one.
And the Fox and the Hound, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
So the animation is like the character animation is extremely detailed. Like the characters almost looking at it from like modern eyes, it's almost like there was a 3D model.
Well, and one of the bad things about how things are modernized now, which is something that I noticed when I rewatched Cinderella, is a lot of the detail actually is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the same for this movie as well. Some of the details were missing because to wash out all of the graining from the old stuff, it takes out a lot of that little details from the characters, which is kind of a bummer. So
Well,
the version we watched was actually less detailed than the original one.
I wonder if that was a thing with like CRTVs. If you play any old video games, there's like a SNES or even like PlayStation 2, they're designed to be done on a CRT TV because it naturally like blends stuff. So
Yeah.
stuff looks rounder. But like now, if you play it on like an LCD screen, everything's pixelated, like everything looks jagged and hard edged.
Yeah.
I wonder if that
Yeah.
was like part of it. It's like, well, they can.
No, it just like completely washed them out. Trying to take that grain out and restore the colors washed like a whole bunch of details out, which is the same for a lot of these movies that are on Disney Plus now because they've been remastered.
Yeah.
But speaking about the animation stuff, this was actually the first one to use computer-generated animation.
Yeah, and you can kind of tell in
for some of
the
the
magic
stuff.
effects.
Yeah,
It's pretty obvious, but yeah.
super cool.
Also, I think they might have used like rough drafts of some of the characters because you can definitely tell like there's like they're very finished and polished stuff, especially when Taran is going to find Henwin. Like as he's walking around, like he spins, and you know the character is extremely well done. And then later, like there's like like 10 or 15 frames where you can kind of tell that it was like a sketch, like it wasn't like perfectly polished.
That's probably the difference between the remaster and the original. Oh. Some of that stuff still is like it's. I think we have the VCR tape of it.
VHS.
VCR.
Okay.
VHS. Whatever. It's all the same shit, anyways. So I wonder if we need to watch that one at some point and see, like, spot the differences, because that would be kind of fun. Yeah. But I don't have the fucking time right now. But yeah, we open with the boy wanting to be a knight or something. Yeah. Like, he wants to fight the Horn King.
Yeah.
He's like,
he wants to be a great warrior.
Yeah, he wants to beat the shit out of people.
But instead, he's stuck with this old man and this magic pig.
Yep, and the pig, which he finds out is magic. Because
it can
shit starts going down, and yeah, we find out that the pig is magic and can see anything requested, basically.
Yeah.
So the wizard is like, okay, well, the bad guy, the Horn King, knows about the piggy now.
Yeah.
So you guys need to fuck off until I come find you. And so they set about into the forest. What was the name of the forest? Was it like Haunted Forest or something? It was something dumb.
I think it was just the ambiguous The Woods.
Oh, was it just The Woods?
Yeah.
That's scary enough. Like, come on. And our guy Taran is like, hey, I'm gonna be a great warrior someday. Right, Henwin? And Henwin is gone!
He's lost the magic pig. But it's okay because he's then found by a little foresty furry creature.
Yeah, what was his name? Gurky?
Gurky. Gurki. Yeah.
Gurky the snake?
Yeah. Which...
From Red Dragon Inn?
Are you... I did not make that connection.
Yeah!
Really? That is amazing.
Woo!
Okay, so one of the things that I just could not get out of my head while watching this is like, where is this from? Because all of the Disney movies come from ethnic fairy tales. Like Beauty and the Beast is from France. Snow White is German. Hell, Frozen is based in Sweden.
Yeah.
Or is it Denmark? It's one of the Nordic countries. Anyway, so like this one, I'm trying to like figure out what the hell is like. So I always done is it Irish? Is it German? Is it Welsh? Just because like the magic in different cultures kind of means different things. Like a lot of the high fantasy stuff that we know, like Lord of the Rings, which then kind of just stemmed everything else, is very like old British. The recently like Nordic has kind of taken hold. And
it's all of like it's a lot of the medieval era stuff.
Yeah, you think like Merlin, King Arthur, things like that.
Yep. But no, this was loosely based on a set of books.
Yeah, it's actually it's an old Welsh fairy tale, and this movie is based off the second in a trilogy.
Yeah,
so that's why none of it makes any sense.
It's a series of 5.
Oh,
but they only did the first 2 books for this movie.
Yeah. So and that's kind of like why like none of this really makes any sense.
Yeah,
because there's no world building done at all. It's like, oh no, just believe me, everything's magic. Everything's just magic.
This is meh.
Yeah. So Gurky, he's actually like an old like he was like a Welsh fable creature. So that's why, because he's like, is he a dog? Is he a bear? Like what the hell?
Like every time I watched it, I was like, it didn't help.
Why does he have a mustache?
I was always so annoyed with that character.
Well, because you couldn't pin him down.
Yeah, because he was just like, he was annoying and like just just trying to suck up and be a
and
shit.
he's very much like a Gollum type character.
Yeah.
Where he's tricksy habits is, where he's quick to make friends, but he also has like no value of himself.
Yeah.
But he's also kind of a trickster as well.
Yeah.
Steals the apple.
Steals the apple.
I know where the pig is. Oh, I don't know where the pig is.
Yeah. I don't know where the pig is, but I know where the pig is for that apple.
Oh.
But we do come upon Penguin?
Henwin.
There. Penguin. What is that from? Oh, that's the what's the penguin from?
The Benedict Cumberbatch where he can't say the word penguin.
Yeah.
Penguins.
Penguin. So Henwin, we do stumble upon again as she is fleeing for her life from some fucking dragons.
Yeah. It's like, no, this one, like, it gets, like, pretty dark pretty quick. It's like...
Yeah, and did you notice while she's being chased, the foreground is light, but the background is dark? Kind of, it's...
Because it's going
queuing,
into...
it's going in the dark.
The tower, the castle.
Yeah, this is all shit that I noticed for no reason.
That's a cool catch, though.
But yes, Henwin does get captured by the dragons and taken back to the Horned King's castle. And our boy Taran is like, well, guess we're going there. And Gerkie's like, don't go there, you'll die. And he's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about your opinion, thanks.
Gerkie's like, oh no, my friend that I just met is dead. Sad.
Oh no, my friend.
But yeah, he does the whole like sneak mission to get in, and I mean, there's of course the Horned King, but like there's also like people that live there, like,
and there's also like rooms and rooms full of freaking bones.
Yeah, like there's a whole like undead army. Well, they're dead now. Oh, that's
they're undead later,
and then they're re-dead.
Yep. So he goes into the main hall room and see that they're trying to make Henwin do her magic, and they're gonna brand her with a hot stick. And he's like, no!
Yep.
Absolutely not. So he goes to her rescue and also gets captured.
Yep.
But he does get Henwin away, which is nice.
Yeah, he manages to get her out of the
yeets
castle.
her off the side of the castle. He's like, okay, you gotta swim, I don't know.
No, I was like, can pigs swim?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Can they swim? She's quite small, too. That's a long drop. Animation loopholes. Anyway.
So he's then captured, and he's in the jail. And this girl just pops out of the floor.
Yeah, just pops up out of the floor. He's like, hi, I'm Princess Elanwe.
Yeah.
Are you a great warrior? And he's like,
I want to be.
Not really. She's like, okay, see you later. He's like, can I come with you?
Can you help
She's
me
like,
escape?
okay, fine, I guess. And she has a magic orb, which is never mentioned again.
Yeah, like it's in this sequence, and again, that's actually part of the world building. That's part of this series of books that just this is a main character for this story, and later on,
and it just kind of gets lost in
because
whatever.
it's unfinished.
Just a small movie versus a series of books, but
in their escape, they find the grave of a warrior. And a magic sword.
No, it was the king who built the castle in the first place. That's who this grave they find. And he finds a nice shiny sword on top of this grave. And he's like, well, he's not going to need it anymore.
And luckily, this sword just cuts motherfuckers in half.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like a unweld magic tied to it. Because every time he hits like another weapon with it, it just like melts.
Yeah.
And disintegrates. He's like, well, guess this is fine now.
It's like, cool.
Yeah. And they escape the castle with a bard, which is, what's his name?
Oh, I had that written down.
Fluender Flume? Fluider? It's got so many fucking F's in it. It's just ridiculous.
It's like, oh, fuck. Where do I have that written down?
Fluter Flume.
Fluterflam. Fluterflam?
Flem?
Yeah, it's like, it's F-F-L-A-M.
Yeah, it's got 2 D's in it for no reason. I don't know.
And that was one of the things that I picked up. It's like, oh, this has got to be some type of Welsh because all the
spelling.
Yeah, the words just don't make any sense.
Eilonwy is like Eilonwy, which
Yeah.
is weird too. Yeah. But yes, they escape with the bard, whose harp snaps every time he lies.
It never works. It's like I'm immediately like attaching like D&D things to this. Like, oh, this is fantastic. Well,
It is kind of D&D-ish.
Was this? Yeah, he was in prison, and it's like, oh, I'm just a bard, and then like it pans over, and there's like a dead bard.
Yeah, there's like a dead one. It's like, oh no,
I've been here for a while.
Well, yeah, and his like harp string broke too, because like every time he lies, his harp string breaks for no reason. But yes, so they make their escape from the castle with the sword, and are herb derbing out in the woods.
They meet up with back up with Gurky.
And and Gurky comes along. He's like, "Hey, I'm here again for no fucking reason." I'm just so like I've always been annoyed with his character that I'm just like, nope, absolutely not.
So you're not a fan of like well, I guess the bard is kind of like the fool character, but he's kind of like the.
I don't know. Gurky is just, I don't know. It's just an annoying character for me. I think it's just because of the way he talks.
Yeah.
And he's always talking in third person and always like just being a sop about
It's
everything.
like, oh no, Gurk. Yeah. I can't emulate the voice, but
yeah. He's just a sad sop of a character until shit goes down.
Well, and he's blatantly manipulative. It's like,
Yeah.
I can see through your bullshit.
Yeah. So they are now on the quest to find the Black Cauldron before the Horned King.
Well, the Black Cauldron, basically think of it as like not quite a Horcrux, but it is where the Horned King gets all his power from.
Yeah. Yep. So
they go to this house.
Yep.
In the middle of the woods, and there's like thousands of pots in this thing.
Oh, there's also a whole bunch of eyes, which turn out to be frogs, which turn out to be people. And they let them escape, so the three witches are not pleased about this. They're like, okay, what the fuck do you want? Why are you in our house?
Like, we want the Black Cauldron. It's like, well, you have to trade for it.
Yep, you have to bargain for it. So they trade the magic sword off for the Black Cauldron. And then they find out that to use it, somebody has to enter the Black Cauldron and never come back.
Yep.
So they get dead. So they're sitting around being like, okay, what do we do now? We have this thing, and obviously we don't want to use it because we don't want anyone to die.
Yep.
And then the Horned King and his goons come up upon them and is like, well, this is a good time to steal this thing. And they take it back to the castle along with... Do they take them with them, or do they just fuck off?
No, they do get captured again.
Yeah, okay, so they capture them when they get the cauldron.
Yeah, because
they're all hung up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course Gurky is a little bitch and hides. Doesn't go with them, which is relevant later, I guess. So they are in the castle with the Horned King, and he eats some of his undead bones in there, and the rest of them come alive. And he's like, yes, my undead army to...
Yeah, so this whole rooms of piled bones come to life.
From like different centuries.
Yeah.
Like they all have different armors and stuff. It's like totally completely different and he's just been keeping them in his castle for ages.
Well, yeah, because he's waiting for the moment because to take over.
Yep.
As the Dark Lord, the Horned King.
So,
Which, also his character model is actually fucking terrifying.
Well, yeah, because he's not human, but he's not like...
He's not necessarily demonic, but he's also not alive, but he looks kind of like a zombie. And he's also in huge robes.
Yeah, and he just has like a deer skull face.
Yeah. With
sharp teeth and super big horns. And it's like... And he doesn't get like that many lines, but he's just crazy and terrifying. And for some reason, he wants his undead army to do something. Like they did. That's like one of the points that I wish they would have had in the movie is, what's his motive?
Just to take over, world domination. That's all bad guys want.
Okay.
Think, Sauron, Lord of the Rings, just wanted to take over.
I don't know. I've never watched him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was just like, there was no...
Okay.
I didn't give a shit about
Alduin
him.
in Skyrim, he just wanted to eat the world.
I played Skyrim once and didn't
Did you
know
fight the
anything.
dragon? Okay.
Didn't know anything about the story, to be honest. So yeah, like I don't know. I feel like I would have gave a shit more about him if he actually had like a motive.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You just kind of recognize, oh, this is bad guy.
Yeah,
This is big
like
bad.
this is the bad guy.
He is bad.
Here he is. He's doing the bad things. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that's one of the reasons why. Well, there's a lot of reasons. We'll get into those later. Why it flopped, but it's because it was a chunk of a larger story.
Yeah,
that
that
none of
just
the world
didn't
was
get
built around.
there. Anyways, so he's going about his evil plans, and Gurky comes along and is like, okay, I'm gonna jump into the thing instead of Taran.
Yeah. To dispel the Black Cauldron, someone has to willingly go into it,
Yep.
and knowing that they will never come back.
Yep. So Gurky gets into it, and
Taran is like, "Oh, I'll do it," because he has to be the hero. But Gurky's like, "No." But no, that's what you're supposed to feel about Gurky and
he's
how
still
he's an innocent
fucking
character.
annoying then too. But anyways, so Gurky jumps in and ends the flow of the undead soldiers. But then the Horde King comes in and is like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And so Taran's like, "Hey, I don't like you. You're my friend died for you."
Well, and the Black Cauldron is almost like backfiring, like it's
Yeah.
it's causing like kind of like a vortex and sucking everything in,
Yeah, and it sucks the Horned King in by cape, by clothes, by skin,
yeah,
then by bones.
yeah. It's like holy
It's
shit.
like, oh god. So, and then it like self implodes on the castle,
Yeah,
and then it bubbles up on the shore of the lake the castle was sitting on, and they're all like, okay, what do we do with this thing now? And then the three witches come back. It's like, hey, we'll take this off your hands. And then our good old buddy the bard was like,
well, you got to bargain for it if you
I'll
want it
bargain
back.
for it. So the one witch is like, okay, fine, take your fucking sword back, you pieces of shit, and then they leave.
Yeah. No, I think.
Oh, no. Then he's like, okay, you have to bring Gurky back, because...
Yeah, that was the trade they wanted to make.
Yeah.
was if we give you the cauldron, give me Gurky.
Yeah, give us Gurky back. And the witches are like, meh. And so the bard's like,
You have
Well,
no power here.
you can't do it, can you? Huh? You bitches? And they're like, meh. And then they like disappear off in the distance, and there's a smoke cloud, and then Gurky is there, and then Taran's like, oh god damn it, they brought him back, he's dead. Oh god.
Well, yeah. It's one of those things like never, make a pact with a genie, or you never fuck with the Fae. It's like, oh, we'll bring your friend back. You didn't tell me to bring him back
Yeah.
alive.
But then he spouts some bullshit and is alive again, and blah. End of movie.
Yeah, and they do the whole like, Tarn and Elanwe. Oh, they do the kiss.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, kissy. They're like 12.
Yeah, they're 12.
I like how like the bard isn't relevant in this story only to talk shit. Like he only
no,
says
that's just
shit.
what a bard does.
Fucking bards, man.
So yeah, that's a rundown of Black Cauldron.
Yeah.
So it came out in 1985, and this was right, like I said before, it was right before the Disney Renaissance. And as also we stated before, it's a chunk of a larger story that was never told the rest of.
Yes, it's the first two books of the series of 5 of the Chronicles of Perdane?
Yeah, which is the land, the area. Nice.
But yes, it was directed by Ted Bierman and Richard Rich. Imagine having the fucking
His name is literally Richie Rich.
Rich. Who also directed The Fox and the Hound.
Wait, if his name is Richard Rich, so his name is
His name is Rich
his
Rich.
name is Dick.
Dick. This is why we're,
Oh, really? Okay.
This is why we're explicit.
No,
Yes, they
knowing
directed.
that he directed Fox and the Hound, like that actually kind of makes sense. The animation style is very, very similar.
This was the first Disney animation to be PG.
Yeah, it was a huge deal.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I think if it were to,
If
it were to come out now, it would not float.
No. It had very mixed reviews when it was out in the first place.
Well, because there was no such thing as an animated, like,
there
for
wasn't
not kids.
There was no like dark fantasy animation movies back then, but it was the most expensive animated film at its time.
Oh, really? Well, I guess because he was
with the
CGI.
budget of $44 million, and it only made $21 million in the box office, which is why it didn't come out on home theater film until
like the 90s.
1998.
Yeah.
So it was like years
Yeah.
and years before it came out on film.
Well, I mean, now we live in the luxury of all these streaming services. You can literally find anything, and especially on the internet. Like if you didn't see that movie in the theaters, you didn't see it.
Yeah, you didn't see it until the
10
90s.
years, 13 years after it came
Which
out.
is probably like the reason that we had it.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, that's why it was in my childhood in the 90s.
I'd read something about the PG rating. Like the only other like animated PG film from Disney was, I think, Fantasia.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, okay. Have you ever?
Why would that one have?
Have you seen all of Fantasia?
I mean, yeah, it's like LSD, but
No, like the end. Like the last song in Fantasia is literally Satan taking over the world.
oh,
Did you forget that one? Like,
I actually don't remember that much of that movie. I just remember Mickey twirling his fucking wand and there being like crazy
doing
colors.
the brooms.
Yeah, like all I remember that movie being is like an LSD trip.
Well, yeah, no, actually, both Fantasias, Fantasia and Fantasia 2000.
I feel like that's the movie you should watch when you're high or on LSD.
No,
I feel
Dumbo.
like that. What? Dumbo?
Yeah.
Why Dumbo?
There's a straight up acid trip in the middle of that movie.
You know, I don't know if I ever saw that movie, to be honest.
No, I think he gets like Dumbo. I want to say he gets drunk. Like he's drinking water, but instead it's like beer, and like he goes on this whole like fucking acid trip. Heffalumps and woozles.
What the fuck?
Oh no! Like okay, after this, YouTube it. It's actually
fine.
terrifying.
Jesus.
But I mean, I feel like a lot of stuff kind of is in the same vein as this. Like they really didn't hold back on any of the like the dark magic, and a lot of the imagery where it's like okay, evil is bad, and here's why evil is bad.
So I was talking about this the other night when we actually watched the damn movie, but this isn't the movie I was thinking it was. So
we watched the wrong movie.
yeah, by the time like the movie got over, I was like, that is not the one I thought it was. So the movie that I was thinking of is The Princess and the Goblin, and that was a Sony Pictures production.
So that would have been so that's that. There's a third direction because the other ones that I know are like the Fox John Bluth. That's like All Dogs Go to Heaven, Secret and Nim.
Yeah, no, there's Sony.
What's the other big one? Anastasia.
I think I have the thing pulled up still because I was just so flabbergasted. I was like, "Fuck." So Princess and the Goblin came out in 1991.
So 6 years after. So a bit of a jaunt.
Oh no! Wait, what the fuck? Okay, it says The Princess and the Goblin is a 1991 film, but then it says the release date was June 3rd, 1994. So which is it? But yeah, that was the one I thought it was gonna be. So we'll go over that one at some point when we hit film in the future, because I'm sure we'll do a TV show or something next instead.
Well, yeah, because we seem to roll
we've been
TV
doing
movies
movies
all the time. However, I mean, okay. So what's your wrap up for it?
It's fine.
Yeah.
As a kid, it doesn't have to make sense. for you to watch it and be like, oh yeah, this is great. But as an adult, I'm just like, what in the fuck? What is, like, I want to know more about that stuff, but I also don't want to read 5 fucking books.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's fine. Maybe someday I'll read the books. I'll put it on my list of books to read, but I'm trying to read books that are helpful right now.
Like the animation, I mean, it's Disney, so it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Like all the effects, like it made it feel like you're just in a land of magic. Like there's a magic pig, there's a magic sword, there's this magic forest creature that is now your friend. Like to me, like it does that extremely well. But as stated before, and as you just stated, it's like there's not enough world around it.
Yeah, it's missing a lot of its components, which is kind of a bummer.
I mean, that being said, I can understand like why this is influential for people.
But this was another thing that I had read. They actually had to cut a lot of scenes from it because
it was too graphic.
Yeah, it was too much. So, like, I'm sure some of that stuff that we're missing was in some of those scenes, but they probably got cut out because they were too much at the time, which they probably wouldn't be now anymore because there's all kinds of crazy shit in movies.
No, there's oh damn it! Is it a Netflix series or a Hulu series where it's I can't remember the name of it, but it's something like My Favorite Demon or something like that, where it's like the main character, like it's an animated series, and like the main character is actually like a demon. It's like this would not have gone over well.
Oh, are you talking about
90s.
Little Demon?
I think so.
Okay, I was like, what?
Maybe.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the same style as Disenchantment.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Which, that series is fantastic.
Yeah. Also with a little demon in it.
Yeah, but he makes sense.
He's such a fuck. He's you. That is you. You're the fucking little.
I get to be that guy and not the stupid little troll? Or I'm not Princess Bean. No, you're Princess Bean. Like, let's be real.
You're the fucking little guy that's always like,
Yeah. He's like, I love how he's like, he's 2-dimensional. It's like, are you a cat? He's like,
yeah, you are the little guy. I forgot his fucking name, but that is you. You're the little demon guy from that show.
Like, I don't know, maybe add that one to the list. That'd be kind of fun one to go over. But,
all right.
But yeah, that was
it's fine.
The Black Cauldron. One of my kind of I don't know if he'd be a hero, but he's definitely someone that I definitely value his opinion as a celebrity. Dan Avidan, he's half of Game Grumps. That's his favorite Disney movie.
Oh, it's The Black Cauldron.
Yeah, but he's
I don't know if I have a favorite Disney movie.
Mine, and I've said this on the show, is Atlantis. That's why we did that one.
Yeah. Maybe Mulan. I quite enjoy Mulan.
Let's get down to business.
But I haven't watched Raya of the Dragon yet, so that might be the one that I like better.
Serpent.
So
I feel like that's one that fell through the cracks. That came out like right at the beginning of COVID.
Yeah, that was like a shit
so
time.
Like it was supposed to be like a huge like theatrical release, but
I don't know if it
happen.
ever went to theaters. I think it just went to Disney+.
No, it didn't, because that was during lockdown when it came out.
Fuck COVID.
Or COVID will fuck you.
Oh, well, yeah. I already got the bad one at the beginning, so after that I didn't give a shit about getting sick anymore.
Yeah.
But I did for a long time, because I was like, there was a lot of people that were getting like really, really sick from it that had like no health problems. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I got it, and I laid down the entire time, so I didn't have a problem.
Yeah.
Like, if I lived alone, I think that would have been really bad. It would have been awful. But
I did live alone, and when I got the fucking vaccine, because you gave it to I got COVID.
Oh, yeah,
from
there's
you.
no way you didn't get COVID from
But
me.
I then got the vaccine and the booster. Like, it destroyed me. Like, I tried to go to work the next day.
I asked if you wanted shit, and you said no. I was gonna bring you food.
Like, I literally did not get out of bed after getting the vaccine. Fuck. I mean, I'm glad I did, because I wasn't able to spread it to people. But.
Yeah.
All right, let's spin the wheel.
Anyway. Do the things. Where's the if we land on music, I'm gonna fucking throw my mic.
Wait, I thought you want to land on music.
I do, but like, I'm gonna have so much music shit to say about when I get back anyways.
No, that'll be fine. That'd actually be perfect. So let's just load the random roulette gun
right,
here.
All right, here we go. Hopefully the sound's on. Hold on.
Volume up. It's very crisp.
We got the fucking one next to music.
Spoopy!
We got Spoopy. All right, we got to decide what Spoopy.
We just wrote that one down at the beginning of the show.
Oh no, because we have to do the ones from the top of the list first, and then go down the list. That's how it works.
Okay.
Um,
You don't want to do books about bound in human skin?
who was Fernando Waldo de Mara? See, this is the bad thing about what writing topics down is I don't remember what
We
they
need
are.
to categorize this bullshit.
I know I really should, but that's a lot of fucking work.
Is there's the Russians? I don't know if you have this in there. I can't remember
what?
the name of the story. No, is they're Russians and they're camping in the winter and they're like on the mountain, and they only found them weeks after they tore themselves out of the tent and they're all like naked and radioactive.
Yeah, so they think that was actually caused by an avalanche type situation.
Why were they radioactive though? And why were they like? Why would you? No. Anyway,
Because when you're
no, when you're hypothermic, yeah, there's
yeah, so that one's not that fun. There's too much stuff on that already. Okay. I do have tarot deck on here though.
Ooh.
Do you want to do tarot deck?
Okay.
All right.
Our peanut gallery is saying yes.
Shpanda says yes.
Okay, so okay, all right.
And I have one.
Yeah.
Somewhere that we can spoop on.
So, all right, this one.
And this will be episode 30.
Nice. So I'll preface this already. Like the occult actually weirds me the fuck out. Like I get real bad heebie-jeebies with it.
Oh my god! Don't be a bitch.
No. Like I'll do it, but I'm gonna be white knuckling through it.
It's not like we're doing like the fucking Ouija board.
No, I will never do a fucking Ouija board.
I have
one.
But I have like the Fisher Price ones.
God damn it. But no, I draw a hard line.
Nobody died here. I know nobody died here because this house was built in 2009. Someday. We'll work up to that one.
No.
I don't even know where mine is, to be honest. But I'll put that on the list now that you said that.
No, I'm not going to be on that show. Like,
actually, no. We should do that one and have Anti-Karen on for that.
Well, okay, you two can do that together. No. I will not be a part of that show.
Mine's fake.
I don't care.
It's fake. It's not going to do... Oh, my God.
No. I draw a hard line at Ouija boards. Yeah, you ever notice that why it's called Ouija? It's O-U-I is yes in French and J-A is yes in German.
I think that's bullshit. I'm going to call BS on that.
No. Well, actually, I think where I got its name, it's like...
See, you obviously want to do this.
No, like I know stuff about it, but I will never ever touch one.
We don't have to get mine out by any means.
Okay.
But mine has the fucking plastic thingy, so it's so fucking fake. Someday I'll get a real one, but mine's fake because I think you have to have the thingy made out of wood for it to actually be kosher.
No, none of this is kosher. That's for goddamn sure.
But mine's plastic and then is printed on fucking particle board shit. So it's no, in no way it's real. But anyway, we'll do tarot decks. Maybe we can ask Anti-Karen if she wants to be on for this one because that seems like something she would be into.
I definitely
interested
think
in.
That's up her alley.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the responsibility on you to ask.
Okay.
Because I don't see her that much. Yep.
I mean, it's almost like we have all of human communication in our pockets at all times, but whatever.
Yeah, but I get nervous talking to people, and you don't, so it's fine. Anyway.
You want to take us out?
Do you have any closing remarks? Jesus fucking Christ. Remarks back there?
Nope.
Anything from you? Nothing?
Nothing.
Did you enjoy this taping?
I sure did.
All right. Well, she said it was fine, so here we go. Anything from you? Anything else? Before we skedaddle for 2 weeks?
I mean, I'll miss you guys for 2 weeks, but we'll be back.
Will you, though?
Maybe.
Oh.
If everything goes as according to plan.
What? The fuck? Okay, whatever. Anyway, I guess that's it for us this week. I'm going to be busy as fuck next week, so hopefully I don't die.
Well, that's the last part of our send-off.
Oh, right on. Fair enough. Yeah, but that's for them, not for me.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you take your own advice. You know,
No thanks.
stay hydrated.
I know where that comes from. I don't want it. No, thank you. Return to sender. Anyway, stay hydrated, don't die, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.